Hello everyone, my name is So Mungry, and today it's a pleasure of mine to bring you a complete walkthrough for the Ensemble cast achievement for Call of the Dead. And I'm going to be going over each step, and I'm going to kind of be showing you where different locations are for different things. I had to cut a little bit of it out because the video was too large for YouTube. But anyways, here we go. I'm going to let you listen to the audio right away, and then I'm going to pick up with my guide.
There must be a blown fuse or something. It's dark in here.
So after those guys get done talking, first of all, you have to go down and knife the door, and after they get done talking, you see me pick up the fuse on that table. The fuse is either going to be on that table, the table behind it, or in the locker. And what you do with that fuse is go ahead and insert it into this electrical box here, and then go ahead and knife the door again, and continue the conversation, and they will ask you to help them with another task, so I'm going to let you listen in.
You took us here on purpose? Where are we?
A better question, Dempsey.
Oh, look at this blinky light. What's this button do?
Oh, great, Nikolai. You've just activated the security system.
Good.
Excuse me. Your side. Yeah. The handsome one. We need you to locate the power sources of the security system. They look like little half domes. The hole on top, kind of like a big... Forget it. If you destroy those, it should shut down...
Alright, they want you to destroy these 4 generators. The one you saw right there is right next to them. The second one I'm going to show you where it is, and 2 I had to cut out, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now where those are. The one you can see from the ship on top, next from, or close to the Semtex grenades, if you know where that is, or above the Juggernaut door. And you can just, if you look to the right, far right, you'll see the glowing red generator, and all you gotta do is shoot it with like a crossbow or a scavenger, anything explosive. You can even hit it with a grenade if you're dead accurate. So you see me almost blow myself up there, pretty smooth. And then Harkdog comes over to save the day with his crossbow. And then the last one is on the ship when you drop down to go kind of back to the original spawn where you spawn in to start the game. And if you look to the right while you're walking down that path, you'll see it. And that one's pretty easy. You just gotta pretty much hit it with a grenade or do the same thing and they'll all blow up. Alright, you see Harkdog shoot this one here. And then I do want to mention that I do thank the community for all their help with everything here, because we did not figure this out ourselves, but I just wanted to make a complete walkthrough for you guys, just in case you have not gotten this achievement yet.
Ah, yes. Takeo, can you hand me that screwdriver?
Okay, you.
Is that all he's going to do this trip?
Oh, I have such a headache. I need vodka.
Now ain't the time for drinking, Nikolai.
I heartily disagree. Now is perfect time for drink.
That might give me the distraction I mean, good idea.
See, Tank? It's always good time for drinking, eh?
There couldn't possibly be anything left to drink anymore.
Are you guys having a party in there?
Always a good time for drinking. So I'm going to show you where the vodka is that they're looking for. If you simply walk up the steps here and look up where Papa's looking, there it is. And all you have to do is have one of your friends knife it down to you and then press X and catch it. I believe Papa catches it, so it shows up on his screen. And all you got to do with that is insert it into this tube here that like a bank would use. It's on the left side of the safe on where they are stuck in. And I don't think he knows right away. I think Harkdog will come over and knife him, so it's right in front of it there, you see. Yep, so Papa put it in there, and then after that all you have to do is go over and knife the door and continue the conversation. And then you'll see George and the crawler coming in here. I recommend maybe having 4 guys doing this and have that one guy or 2 guys occupying the crawler and George so that you can kind of do this without what we went through here. But either way, you can deal with it and just run around if you need to. So here we're just trying to draw them out a little bit.
Hello? It sounds like you got the bottle.
Oh, hello. Thank you so much.
Come on, rectal fan. It's singing time.
I feel like dancing with third wife, but she's doing the troika with Dick.
Wait, isn't it Troika that dance that needs 3 3 people.
Yeah, but third wife, big woman. She could do both parts. Ew. I lie in bed, I just roll towards her, you know. Takeo, let's dance, you barfing fool.
So now that they're occupied, I was wondering, could you do a special errand? I need you to retrieve a very important device. It looks like a long, stiff, hard
So now your task is to find this golden rod, even though it's not really a rod at all, it's just a golden decorative piece. So you'll see me in the lighthouse here looking at the dials. I'm showing you the location of the 4 dials. This is kind of a long sequence. I maybe could have cut this down a little bit, but I'm going to show you the four locations, and then we found out a pretty good way to do this. I noticed the dials were different sometimes, so I don't know if people were pressing it before. I think they're different every time you play. They start at different numbers. But if you follow this, you should be able to get it every time. You might have to rewind this here. It's kind of long and confusing, so here we go. So what you want to do here is you want to turn the 2nd floor dial so that the 3rd floor dial is 5 numbers ahead of the 4th floor dial. Then you want to turn the 3rd floor dial till the 2nd floor dial is 2 behind the 1st floor dial. And then you want to turn the 4th floor dial to a number 2 and the 1st floor dial to a number 6. And I will have all this stuff in the description, as well as like locations that I didn't actually go around and show you here.
Looks like we're getting a break in the weather.
So after we get out of the lighthouse, we will be moving on. And if you haven't got the VR11 in the box, you will want to have the VR11. We didn't have that for a while, so we actually had to wait a couple rounds to do the last step. So if you have the money, I would recommend getting the VR11 if possible. We did this walkthrough with 3 people, but you can also do it with 4 or 2. There's just one kind of difficult part with 3 people, but I'll tell you guys how to do that if you're going to do it with 3. And with 4, it shouldn't be an issue at all. It should be pretty simple. Alright. The first location of the radio for the Morse code is over there by the speed perk, what makes you run faster. And that's actually going to be the second one that's pressed. And then here you'll see me walk below the stairs where the crew is being held. And this one is going to be the last one that will be pressed. And the next one will be up by the power here. And that one's right there. And that one will be the first one to be pressed. And the last one is right there on the boat with me. So what you want to do is you want to have the guy that turns on the power slingshot across the map on that flipper device to the staircase and have him hit the last one. And basically just hit it, tell your buddy when it's done, and then have him hit his, and then you should be good to go. And if you did it right, you should see the blinky light. And if you didn't do it right, like we didn't do a couple times, you won't see anything, and we couldn't figure out a way to get it reset, so you're kind of hosed. And you just have to start over. So you see the blinky light, and now here we're in the control room, and Hart Dog's actually going to spin the wheel and pull the levers so that I can hear the foghorn. So what you want to do here is you want to pull or turn the wheel so that the brown handle is in the 5 o'clock position, like Hart Dog's doing. And then you want to, I'm going to actually run over to the boat here quick so that I can hear the song, because since I was recording so that we could play it back if we needed to hear it again. But you want to simply hit the first lever button once, that's the one on the left side, so that is 1 down, and then you want to hit the third lever, the far right one, 3 times so that it's 3 times down. And then all you have to do is have someone over here listen to the Foghorn. Now, I'm not sure if the Foghorn pattern changes every game or not, so that would, if it doesn't, there's probably a pattern out there that you can just hit the Foghorns in order of that pattern. But otherwise, you got to listen, and prior to this, you should, before you start the challenge, you should hit the Foghorn so you know what the sounds sound like. And then I won't show you all the locations of the Foghorns. I had to cut some of it out because the video is too long for YouTube. Here the Foghorn is, if you listen closely. But I will tell you where the locations are. They're very simple to find. Here's the one that I'm standing at. It's in this wide open area. Hark Dog's to my left over there. You see him right there. And then Papa Copenhagen is to my right over that ridge where there's two located over there. And he's going to be pressing two of his. And one is in the right corner when you come down that ice slide, kind of near the water, like in a water section. And then the other one's pretty obvious. It's right next to the rock. And so I pressed mine first that time, and I'm not too sure. I think Papa went, and then Hark Dog went, and then Papa went again. And if you did it right, you'll see the green beam coming up to the lighthouse here. And so this next part requires the VR11 gun if you haven't got that. And it also requires some heavy arsenal. We have 2 ray guns, so we figured we could just do it with that and kill the human with that. Or a scavenger would work as well, and we also have Semtex grenades. So what you want to do is turn this zombie to human. As soon as he gets up going, start blasting away with him because you want to make him go limp, essentially I guess killing him, and then he will transform into the so-called golden rod, and it will come down from the green light, and it will be on the bottom of the staircase for you to pick up. You see it's just ray gunning him and semtexing him as much as possible, and he is limp, you see up there. So I didn't get to see total transformation here, I don't think, because I know the zombies, Hark Dog was telling me that a bunch of zombies are coming up and he didn't have the best guns for that. So I'm coming down to get rid of the zombies as quick as possible. So it might be a good idea to have 2 crawlers or 3 crawlers doing this so that you don't have to deal with the zombies. But there the golden rod is. You see the little golden thing hovering there, and I'm going to go grab it, and once you grab it, it will show up on your lower right screen. So I have it in my pocket there, and we're ready to go give it to the crew so that they can be sent to paradise. And here we go. So I'm just going to knife the door right away. I'm waiting for the rest of my teammates to come over here, and then I'm just going to insert it right into where we inserted the vodka. And then after you do that, they'll talk. I'm going to let you guys listen to it, and you'll receive your achievement. And you will also get the Wunderwaffe, which is great. It's a great way to kill a horde of zombies. It electrocutes them all, and I'll have a little clip in the end of me doing that a little bit. And then another good thing about doing this achievement is every time you play after that, when you kill George, instead of a death machine, you'll get the Wunderwaffe. And the Wunderwaffe does not run out of ammo, or it does run out of ammo, but if you don't waste it all and you get a max ammo, it does repopulate the ammo. The bad thing about it is you can't buy perks, you can't revive teammates and stuff like that, so you gotta be very careful with it. So I hope you guys liked my video. Remember to sub if you have not, and give me a rating on it. And I hope this helps you guys out on the achievements. And if you haven't done it in solo, it will give you the solo achievement as well. And I'm gonna let the rest of the video play out.
Vodka!
Another fuse. Do you think this is a hardware store out here? Hey. Do I get a prize?
Thank you again, stranger. Perhaps we will see you another time. Goodbye.
Yo, sauerkraut. You never did tell us why we came. Wherever this is.
All in good time, my clever Dempsey. All in good time. Ah, that's what you get for eating raw fish.
I swear, this stuff gets weirder by the minute.
I still wouldn't call this nice, eh?